Welcome to the Dream Podcast. My name is Joe Dreamz, and I'm here with...
My name is Haley, and my TikTok handle is DJ_diabetes with a Z at the end.
Beats instead of diabetes?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tell me your dream.
A destination that they wanna go to. A reason why they do or why they don't do. Energy to last them through the day. Amigos that help them along the way. A mind that's as sharp as some scissors. And don't forget the Z like a lizard.
My dreams are just to have a happy life, a healthy life. Bring life into the world, bring joy into the world.
So, what are the things that you've been doing to get towards your destination lately? And if you're someone who is striving to live your dream, then you don't want to miss out on being a part of the Dream community, where you get exclusive Dream podcast episodes, you get discounts on Dream merchandise, and you get bi-weekly Zoom calls with yours truly. So tap the link in the description and join today.
I think always being open to new opportunities is the first step in accomplishing your dreams.
And what are some of the reasons that your dream is important to you?
Doing it my whole life, and it's what brings me the most joy, and it's what gives me the most purpose.
And how do you stay energized to live your dream?
Spending time with my friends, going on runs, Red Bull, sugar-free specifically, making sure I try to get enough sleep, and doing what I like to do, going on long walks, doing funny little bits.
Who are the amigos in your life that are striving to live their dream?
We've known each other since preschool. We had matching butterfly t-shirts in preschool, and ever since then, it's just been the time of our life. We could do anything, and we're always having a good time.
And what do you do to have the mindset that inspires you to live your dream?
I try to journal every day when I can. If I'm being really good and diligent, I will journal about my thoughts and my dreams and everything else. I try to talk to myself positively, because I think positive self-talk is huge when it comes to accomplishing your dream. So let's say I was trying something new for the first time, like land birthing. Instead of saying, oh my God, I've never done this before, I can't do this, to kind of just say oh, what a wonderful opportunity to try something I've never done before. I think that leads to a lot more positive results.
Everyone got a
Joe Dreamz, and I'm here with...
Spencer Sunley. My tag on Instagram is Spencer Sunley, Sundlie.
So Spencer, tell me your dream.
My dream is to get as many people as possible into homes, because I am a mortgage lender, and to travel the world.
What have you been doing to get towards that destination lately?
So I've been doing this now for about 8 years. I've worked with hundreds of clients. To get to that destination, I've just been doing it as best job as I can, being available for people for, at times when it's more convenient for them. People work during the day, they're doing things like that, so you got to be available at all times of the day. So you wouldn't be surprised if you called me at 10 o'clock, midnight, and I'm answering the phone to make sure we can make that happen for you.
What about any certifications have you gotten lately, or any books you've been reading lately about that?
Yeah, from the certification standpoint, I'm licensed in California, Arizona, and then I'm also in the progress of getting my license in Texas too. A lot of people are
moving from California to Arizona, so you can help them on both ends.
And then also getting Texas too, because you're seeing a lot of people move there too. So
that's smart.
Helping me, help more people in other states too.
Cool. And what are some of the reasons that you want to help people get into homes?
It all started when I was a kid. I watched shows like $1 Million Listings and stuff like that, and it really inspired me to get into the real estate side of things. But I think the biggest thing for me is I constantly see people saying that it's not possible, when the reality is it is possible. You may have to sacrifice some things to make it happen, but it is possible, and I just want to show people that it is possible, and that's kind of my reason for doing it.
And what do you do to have the energy to take those calls at midnight?
For me, it's a double shot of espresso in the morning for sure. But also, I think a good workout routine for me really fuels me for the day. So I love to swim as my cardio and stuff like that. And I find that when I have and do that workout routine, I feel much better throughout the day, and it actually gives me more energy than making me tired.
And who are the amigos in your life that are striving to live their dream?
Quite a few, but gotta name my beautiful wife, Yumi. She's actually a wedding photographer. I know someone mentioned photography earlier, so I've got her, some of my best friends, such as Miguel, who actually commented on your post to get me on this podcast.
Shout out Miguel.
Yeah, you should interview him too. He's also living his dreams. And then obviously my family, they push me. They're obviously in the same industry and stuff like that, so they've pushed me to pursue my dreams and stuff like that.
And what are your favorite things to do for your mindset?
As part of my workout routine, I love to sit in the sauna, and I kind of take that time to reflect, maybe do some prayer, stuff like that. Really helps calm my mind and stuff like that to make sure I've got a clear head for whenever I'm talking to clients and doing all sorts of stuff.
What are some of the things you've been praying for lately?
I find myself most often just praying for good health. I think that's one thing you can't necessarily guarantee. And so I think prayer helps me with that.
That's right. Live Joe Dreamz.
Everyone got a D-R-E-A-M.
Joe Dreamz, and I'm here with...
What's up, guys? My name is Miggle. It's like wiggle, but with an M as in mullet. My Instagram handle is Miggle Music.
So Miggle, tell me your dream.
I will, and I have already played at Coachella. That's how I tell myself. I tell myself it like it's in the present and that the dream has already happened. I have DJ'd at Coachella, and I played one of the big stages, and it's gonna happen. It's already done in my head.
So let's say last night you played Coachella. Mm-hmm. Now what? What's the dream now?
Overall, my big dream really is to kind of just inspire other people into living Joe Dreamz. You know, being like a world famous DJ, it's not easy. A lot of people have these big goals of being an artist, being a streamer, whatever it is, and those are the hardest jobs ever because everyone wants it. And I want, whether you just want to be a doctor or a DJ, I don't care, like whatever the dream is, it's important to you. And I want to show people if I could do something as hard as this, then you could do something as equally hard, if not harder, or if it's like a job that's, you know, not as hard to get, like you could still do it.
So what are some of the big things that you've been doing to get towards that destination?
Biggest things is like, I've really gotten to kind of narrow down my time. Literally, I just wake up, I work out, and I get to work. And then if I'm not working, I'm working on DJing, whether that's like getting new content. If I'm like cooking food, I'll be watching a YouTube video on how to like, here's how to make a melody or something like that. Or like literally like every waking moment I have, like it's either I'm doing work, something for my health, or something for DJing.
What are some of the reasons that playing at Coachella and inspiring, what are the reasons that inspiring other people to live their dream is important to you?
Ever since I was a kid, like I remember I would just watch like YouTube videos of like, there's this guy, Brendan Burchard, he's very big, like motivational speaker. I remember ever since I was a kid, I would just like listen to those people talk and it always gave me goosebumps. And I always pictured myself one day being somebody who could speak on stages at like TED Talks and stuff like that. But you have to lead by example, right? I can't just tell people, hey, go chase Joe Dreamz, but I'm sitting on the couch not doing shit. You know what I mean? So I think that's one thing as far as inspiring. I'd say the other thing, just like why I think the Coachella thing is just very important, is I grew up going to Coachella. And I remember the first time I ever went there, I was like, holy crap, this is so beautiful. Like, where else can I go, like, see the top of the game in rap, hip-hop, R&B, EDM, like, all this stuff. And personally, as I've gone over the years, I feel like it's more of just, like, a clout social media thing. Like, there's artists who don't even produce songs, but they got, like, 200,000 followers. And why that specific goal is important to me is, like, I want to be able to kind of hopefully inspire and change that narrative for Coachella to stop doing that, because it's becoming less about the artist and it's becoming more about the clout, which I get clout, and you know, having social media presence and art is important, but if it's just the social media, it's just like, I don't think you're doing the festival as much justice.
So what do you do to have the energy to be able to put the mix together, perform way late at night, and if you're twerking around and things, that takes some energy too.
I'll be jumping around on stage, so yeah, definitely the energy is a big key. Like, I haven't been the best at this, I'm not gonna lie, but like normally my routine is like wake up early, work out, do yoga, meditate, journal, read, and just like really like watch what I eat. Not like smoke and drink. I was doing like some big like sober periods, like lately it's just some
that's
weekends.
hard to do while you're in the club, and everyone,
Exactly.
You're the DJ, so everyone wants to give you a free drink.
Yeah, exactly. But what it has taught me is to be able to say no. And when it comes to like changing habits, what I've learned is like, it's easier to say no to something if you have something to swap it with. So for example, people are like, hey, you want to take a shot with me? I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm just going to dance.
And who are the amigos there in your life that are helping you live your dream?
This one's kind of interesting. Like the first person that comes up to mind is my girlfriend. Honestly, like she was the one that pushed me towards this dream. She'd see me like just practicing in my bedroom by myself.
She's like, why don't you do a show?
Exactly. And I was just like, I'm not that good. You know, I just do this for fun. I think in the beginning of this dream that was really hard for me to kind of come to terms with when it comes to amigos was like when you put yourself out there and you're manifesting like a very big dream. I kind of felt like some of my closer, like longer friends, like they weren't really there for me at first. Like, you know, I'd be like, oh, I'm posting stuff on Instagram, or here's this new song or whatever, and just be like crickets, or like not as much like verbal like validation or pat on the back. But like now that I've been doing this for a year and a half, and they're like, holy crap, now you're opening for like these bigger artists, or like I don't know if this is exactly it, but it feels like it. They see the Instagram or the engagement popping off, or just like what I'm posting. They're like, now I'm starting to be like, oh, good job. I knew you'd always do it. So like, my therapist tells me that I should be happy that they hopped on the Miggle train because it's better late than never. But in the beginning, I was a little conscious of that. I was like, like, I wish you guys clapped for me when I needed it, and I was the only person that believed it. But now that I have all the validation from other people, now you're jumping in. So
you mentioned therapist next to mindset, so that would be a great segue into the mindset. So how does having a therapist help you improve your mindset?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could just come to him with just like anything going on in my life, but especially like with this dream, like just being able to come to somebody and just like, hey, I'm like insecure about this, you know, somebody, you know, me posting stuff online, you're bound to get people like talking shit, just saying like, hey, who do you think you are, or whatever it is. So sometimes it gets to you, but you know, I don't like to show that. I show that to my therapist. But as far as like mindset goes, one of the biggest affirmations I have for myself is like, especially on days where I start getting doubt, or I find like other colleagues who like, I sense myself getting a little bit of envious. I'm like, okay, no, don't do that. Like, I should be happy for them. If they could do it, that means I could do it as well. But the mindset that I try to pull myself back on, or the affirmation, is just like, there's no reality in this life where I do not get to perform on the big stages that I do. Like, just like complete delusion, like not like airtight, like not even any room for like if, ands, or buts. Like, what if this happens? Or like, do you really think that? Like, I play that thought in my head. And I was talking about manifesting. Like, I also like to just like kind of meditate and pray and just kind of think about, ooh, what is this going to feel like when I do get this gig? What is that? Okay, that felt great. What do I have to do to start moving in that direction? So, yeah.
Thinking from the end in mind.
Yes, exactly. And creating a game plan with it.
That's right. Live Joe Dreamz.
Live Joe Dreamz. Hell yeah.
Everyone got a DREAM. Everyone got a DREAM. No matter if you own or if you rent. No matter if you're thick or if you're thin.